Setting up your meeting for custom streaming service. Oh my God, it's working. Yay, it worked. Okay, we're gonna go at 6 o'clock exactly. I'm gonna pretend like nobody can hear me. Like not everybody who's on YouTube can hear me. Hit it. Oh, there's no sound. Oh, there's no sound at the beginning. Duh.
Here we go. You know it. You know it.
Hello and welcome to You Know It, the game that's bringing people together 2 clues at a time. Today we have 5 fantastic contestants. These are some of the smartest, most intelligent, wittiest people I've ever met in my whole entire life. People say I need to get out more, but anyway, it's really great to have you all here. We have Kate Clark. She's a professor of history. She lives in Santa Fe. She grew up in Colorado, and I met her in Seattle. We have Paul Mullin. He grew up in Baltimore County, Maryland, and now lives in Seattle. He's lived all over the place. We have Yuet, Ming, who's a teacher. Actually, she runs the New York City school system completely from a hidden bunker deep underground. If you ever hear that somebody else is in charge, they're lying. I have it on good authority that she's actually running the whole place and it would all fall apart. And she's joined by her friend Melissa, who I don't know anything about. And then Edgar Sargent is a lawyer. He was born in Wisconsin. He lives in Seattle, and he's one of the smartest people I know, so don't give him any questions. That's not fair. No, you have to give him questions. And nobody knows anything about sports. So that's basically the sum total of everything that you need to know. Now, I am not sure. I'm pretty sure that my lovely disembodied voice is not here yet. She was doing some lovely disembodied things. So let's check out the topics, and I'll try and read them myself. They are history, chemistry, biology, geography, sports, the easy question, which is pretty darn easy, the mystery question, which is always worth double, TV, music, theater, dance, and art. And so we have an artificial intelligence that's much smarter than anybody, including me, and that artificial intelligence writes all the questions, but also creates an order, a randomly generated order. So it's going to go Edgar, Paul, Yuet, and Kate. And here's the thing: if there's a tie, the advantage goes to the person who went last. So Kate, if you're tied with anybody, you'll go ahead at the end. So everything is now worth 10 points. Edgar, it is your turn. So what you do when it's your turn is you pick a topic and you assign it to somebody else. You challenge somebody else with that question.
I'm going to challenge you out with dance.
All right. Well, this is interesting. So dance is a unique question. It is not stealable. You can all steal questions by saying "I know it" when it's not your turn, or and you're not the challenger. But in this case, dance, you get the points if you participate. It's a physical challenge, and the person with the best dancing skills, as picked usually by our lovely disembodied voice. This time, I think we're going to rely on Tristan, the producer. So you're going to be actually dancing.
Okay.
Are you ready? And hit it, Tristan.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, you have to take out your. Go!
Here we go.
Also see this?
Oh, Kate doesn't want
You know it.
We are just thinking.
Nobody's dancing. This has never happened.
Oh, we all have to dance?
Yes,
You know it.
everybody gets points.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
All right.
What happened to the music? Oh,
Here we go.
now you know that it's time to dance.
You know it.
Dance party.
I'm dancing, yeah.
You know it. You
We
know
had
it.
our cover. I know, right?
I think this is just an excuse to play your theme song over and over.
I love the
You know it.
I think the vocal on that is great. I know whoever did
Is
that.
it freeze dance?
What?
Freeze
No,
dance?
the dance was over. It was fantastic. You all did a fantastic job. I'm going to give you all 10 points, even though some of you just barely moved. And obviously, I'm sorry I wasn't clear about this whole thing. It was very clear that you thought only Thelma and Louise, Yuet, and Melissa were supposed to dance, but they won, obviously. So everybody gets 10 points. And Yuet and Melissa get an extra 10 points for really a fantastic dance party that carried the energy all the way through. And now, Paul, it is your turn.
Awesome.
Well, let's take a look at the remaining topics.
Okay. I am going to give chemistry to Edgar.
All right, Edgar, chemistry. So Kate and Yuet and Melissa, you can steal by saying, I know it. Paul cannot steal because he's a challenger, which is funny. The question, Edgar, is what element is found in steel and methane?
I don't know. Sorry. No idea.
The answer is carbon.
Okay.
Paul,
I thought methane was, I would have guessed methane was on the as an element, but
no, methane.
shows you what I know.
Well, as Paul pointed out to me earlier, there's no oxygen in methane, it's only carbon. Okay. 10 points go to Paul Mullin, and it is Yuet's turn. So Yuet, what pick a topic and challenge somebody with it.
Okay, you said Kate was a history professor?
No, she's a theater professor,
Theater professor.
but she knows all about history. She knows all about history. She's a history. No, I don't know.
We're going to challenge Kate with TV.
With TV?
Okay.
All right, that sounds good. All right, TV. Paul and Edgar, you can both steal.
So
Television.
before, if I know the answer, do I have to say I know it, or do I just answer as the challenge?
It's probably smarter to say I know it in case somebody else says I know it first.
Okay,
So
got it.
it's kind of a good thing to have I know it sort of on your tongue.
Okay.
Because you might go, I know it, but I can't come up with the name. You know what I mean? So you
Okay,
need to
gotcha.
come up with a name. So the question, Kate, is what TV show was the first comedy or drama series to win all 7 major Emmys in a single year, and was created by a father and son who played a father and son?
Father and son. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, fantastic. Yuet and Melissa get those 10 points, and the answer is Schitt's Creek.
Nice.
I should have known that. Oh,
we
thinking
knew
about Catherine
it.
earlier.
We knew it.
Yeah,
God.
that's the perfect reaction for me. Oh! Yeah, they won all the acting awards. They won Best Director, Best Writing, Best Comedy Series in their last season.
I know.
And of course, Eugene and Dan Levy created it and played father and son on it. And Kate, it's your turn. Time to get the revenge.
Okay. So I can't see anything right now, but I think I
We have
remember the
history, biology, geography, sports, music, theater, and art.
Okay. I want to
Easy and the mystery.
challenge.
I'm sorry, easy and mystery also.
I want to challenge Paul.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul.
Hi there.
I think with history.
Ooh.
All right, history. All right, so Yuet and Edgar, you can both steal. Kate, you cannot steal because you are the challenger. Paul, the question is, what name is shared by the vice president who became president when McKinley died in office, and the president who died in office so that Vice President Harry Truman became president?
I know it.
Yes, Paul.
Franklin.
Franklin is incorrect.
Ah! Shit.
That's who
Oh, Roosevelt. Duh.
That is
God
not,
damn it. Oh,
not Franklin.
damn it. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Darn it.
Wear all you want. This is not
Okay.
a show. Nice.
Does that mean I get points?
Yes, you get points. You get 10 points.
Oh,
You're welcome.
thank goodness.
Sweet revenge. All right. Let's see what's left. Lovely disembodied voice. I see that you've joined us. Can you tell us what topics are left as we go into the 20-point round?
Absolutely, John. The topics that are left are biology, geography, sports, the easy question, the mystery question, which is worth double points when it's used, music, theater, and art.
So lovely and disembodied when you say it like that. All right, Edgar, it's now your turn.
I will go with sports to Paul.
Sports.
Ooh, that's a good play.
All right, Yuet and Kate, you can steal this. Sports. Paul, what sport was in the second and third Olympics in 1900 and 1904, but then did not return until 2016, and was banned in 1457 by James II of Scotland because it distracted from practicing archery?
I know it.
Oh, Kate is stealing. What is it, Kate?
I think it's golf.
It is golf. That is right. The first
Wow.
successful
I would have
steal
never
of the
gotten that.
game.
Nice play,
Woo!
Edgar.
Woo! Awesome. Paul, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Revenge. 20 points.
I'm seeing all the things behind you. So, oh wait.
Oh, wait. Here's
Okay. I would like to give biology to Thelma and Louise.
All right. Biology to Thelma and Louise. Kate's used her steal, so only Edgar could steal.
Okay.
Biology. What organ, Yuet and Melissa, or Thelma and Louise, what organ is the fattiest organ in the body and weighs about 3 pounds but uses 20% of the body's oxygen and blood?
I know it.
Edgar?
I'm gonna guess
that
liver.
You say liver?
That's my guess. Yeah.
That is incorrect. In a healthy human.
Yeah, exactly.
For instance, my liver is 25 pounds.
All right, before I reveal the answer, Yuet and Melissa, do you have a guess or an answer? Because if you get it right, you'll get Edgar's 20 points, as well as 20 points for answering it correctly. If you get it wrong, then Paul gets those 40 points.
Come on. Come on.
You want to guess? Fattiest organ. 3 pounds.
5 seconds.
People?
What else could it be?
Go for it. Say something. Organ.
Kidney.
Kidney. Very, very good guess. Unfortunately, the fattiest
Yes.
organ in the body is the brain. The fattiest brain in the
Oh
body.
my God.
I know. Well,
Oh my
it's
God.
20% of the oxygen in blood. It really is. It's just Uses a lot in most people.
That was the better clue than the fat, I think. Should have realized it from that one. The blood.
Yeah, the blood. Paul gets 40 points for that.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yuet, Ming Chu.
I'm just setting you all up here.
Yeah.
Yuet, is now your turn. What you gonna do? Easy question and mystery question is still there. Music, theater, art. So just in case you didn't figure it out, if you give somebody the easy question, you're basically giving them points.
right.
Edgar and Kate have used their steals, so only Paul can steal. What you guys gonna do?
Geography.
Geography, and who are you gonna challenge?
Paul.
Paul. It's like money in the bank. Just kidding. All right, so nobody can steal. Nobody can steal, Paul, so don't worry, just relax, think about it.
Okay.
All right. What country includes the Galapagos Islands and the summit of Mount Chimborazo, which is further from the center of the earth than any other mountain peak, including Everest, because the earth bulges at the equator?
It is. No, God. The Galapagos. That would be. Chile.
Chile. That is a very, very good guess. But it's incorrect. The answer is the Republic of the Equator, or
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Do
Oh!
that.
We knew that.
Oh, well, that's good. So you don't have to rub it in, though. You get those points. You get 20 points.
I thought Paul was messing with us with all the
Oh, no.
theatrics.
Kate, Kate, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna challenge Thelma and Louise on music.
All right, music. All right. So Paul has not used his steal yet, so he can still steal. Music.
You're not gonna make us play something, are you, John?
No. You have to
Okay,
answer this
good.
question. Who wrote the song Fire for Elvis Presley, but he never sang it, and wrote the song Hungry Heart for the
I know
Ramones?
it.
Yes, Paul, what is it?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen is correct. Paul Mullin gets 20 points for that.
A little redemption for the Ecuador.
And how many topics do we have left? Did I just screw this up? Oh, I did. That was supposed to be Kate's turn. Did you
I
just
just
do
went.
that, Kate?
Yeah.
You just went? You just assigned Paul? Sorry, I'm having a little moment.
No. I asked.
I said
Thelma
I
and
know
Louise,
it. Yeah.
and he
That's
stole. He
Oh, Paul stole it.
yeah.
Paul stole it. Oh, okay, good. All right, got it. Now, okay, it can be a confusing game. All right, Edgar. Now, let take a quick pause here. Lovely disembodied voice. Can we? What are the current point totals?
All right, John. Well, right now, Edgar is a little behind with his -10 there.
Yeah.
Kate has 40 points. Yuet has 60, and Paul has 80 points.
All right. So I like to pause at this moment because there are more points available on the board than there have been for the first 8 questions, because that mystery question is now worth 60 points. And things can really turn around here. Yuet and Melissa are the only ones who have a steal left. If they use their steal, then everybody gets a steal back. So this is the final round of the first round. So Edgar, it's now time for your massive comeback. I know you're excited. I can see the excitement in your body and your face.
I've had a long week. I'll give the easy one to Yuet.
Okay, easy for Yuet. Nobody can steal it. All right, Yuet and Melissa. What last name is shared by over 3 million people in the United States and the Fresh Prince? What last name is shared by 3
I know
million
it.
people in the-
Smith. I know it. Smith.
Smith. That is correct. See, I told you it was easy. Fantastic. That's 30
Thanks, Edgar. I miss you.
Paul, it's now your turn.
Great. I would like to give theater to Edgar.
All right, Edgar. Nobody, Yuet and Melissa can steal this, so be prepared. Theater. Edgar, who probably wrote parts of Pericles, Prince of Tyre, and Timon of Athens?
I know it, but I know at least one person who probably wrote parts of both of them.
Who?
William Shakespeare.
William
And also known as Edward the
Shakespeare.
Year.
Correct. It's Edgar's roaring back. I think he's now in positive territory. He's got 20 points with that 30 points. Yuet, it's now your turn.
Oh, what do we have? What do we have?
Well, hold on. Okay, here we go. The remaining topics of the mystery question, which worth 60 points, and art.
Mystery question.
Who should we give it to? Should we give it
Nobody
to Edgar?
can steal
Sure.
except you, so nobody can steal on this one.
Edgar, we are giving you the mystery question.
Oh, well, thank you. Give me a
Edgar,
chance to come back. I appreciate it. This will not be forgotten.
Okay, Edgar.
Yeah.
Is a homonym. What word refers to a formal dance party and a spherical object used in a game?
You sure this wasn't the easy one? I know it, I think. Ball.
Ball. That is correct. That is correct. I wasn't sure if that was too easy. It can be difficult.
I think I would have failed on the easy one, but that one struck me as
All right, well, it's 60 points. Edgar's now tied for second place. Yuet,
Thank you, Yuet.
Melissa are in the lead, and Kate whose turn it is, has 40 points. So you can't get any points now, Kate, but you can hand them out.
Okay. Okay.
Yuet still has a steal.
So who's the okay.
So we
sorry.
have Edgar and Paul have 80, Yuet has 90, and you have 40.
That's no good. All right. Let's go with Paul. And it looks like the only one left is Art. So Art.
Yes. All right. All right, Paul. This is a visual question. Yuet, and this is worth 30 points. Yuet and Melissa, you can steal by saying, I know it. So, Paul, who is the subject of this painting by John Russell? And
I know it.
what is it? Who is it, Paul?
It's Vincent van Gogh.
Vincent van Gogh. That is correct. That's 30 points for
Wow.
Paul Mullin. Lovely disembodied voice. What is the current state of the race as it is right now?
The current state of the race, John, is that Kate is in 4th place, Edgar is in 3rd place, Yuet is in 2nd place, and Paul Mullin is in 1st place.
Paul Mullin got to be in 1st place because of the generosity of Yuet. So I think, no, Kate.
Kate.
Generosity
No,
of Kate.
me.
Sorry, I get you guys can.
Thank you.
you just look alike to me. Two people and Kate. Somehow I'm confused. Okay, so what's going to happen is, Paul, you get to go to the final. You're going to be waiting in the octagon in a steel cage, waiting for whoever survives the elimination. Yuet, you're going to be in the semifinal, so you're going to face whoever wins between Kate and Edgar. But before we get into all of that violence, let's talk about a little bit about what's going on with you guys. If you have anything that you want to tell our audience, our lively audience, who's out there I can actually see them. I will start off the pimping of stuff by saying you can go to YouKnowItTheGame.com and get your own home version of this game. I highly recommend you do that because I've been told it's really fun, and I've watched people play it. I've never actually played it myself because I wrote all the questions, so it's not really fair. But I'm sure if I played, I'd win. Kate, do you have anything you want to tell the people out there?
I don't have very much to plug right now, but if you want to find me or my work, I'm at www.kateclark.org.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How about you, Paul?
Oh, you know me, John.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to plug something. Right now, it's my book, Seattle Trust, which is
Really good book.
What's that?
It's a really good book.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
It's a fictional account of the demise of Washington Mutual.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's racy, so it's fun.
It's not as racy as it could be.
Don't tell people it's not racy, John.
Edgar, what's going on with you?
I have nothing interesting to plug. I spent 4 years of my life, though, working on the actual demise of Washington Mutual, so I'm curious.
Check it out. Edgar, I'll happily send you a copy.
I would happily read it. So.
Okay, good.
That sounds exciting.
No, it was actually pretty interesting, but
how about
not to be shared.
Yuet?
I had money in Washington Mutual.
Oh,
I did.
Sorry.
Edgar.
Hey, I had nothing to do with that. I was recovering money for all the poor people who lost it.
Yeah.
I should say thank you. So I don't have anything to plug, but one of Melissa's and my favorite restaurants in Chinatown named the Golden Diner, which is just this amazing little place that's like rethinking Chinese food, fabulous thing. This guy, Sam Yu, who is actually the best friend of one of our students from a million years ago, had a freak fire, and we're not sure about the state of the restaurant, but Sam's trying really hard to keep paying his staff until he figure out insurance and all of that stuff. So if you Google Golden Diner, there's something on their website where if you'd like to contribute and help out, they're good people.
Okay, great. Golden Diner. Fantastic. And that's in New York, right? In Chinatown.
Yes, in Chinatown. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Fantastic. So we have a side game with people who always come and watch, and they play along with us. And I'm not sure who is in charge of it. I'm not sure if my brother was there. Rob.
John.
Rob. What's that? Lovely disembodied voice. Can you tell me who?
Yes, I can tell you. I can tell you that there was not a side game today.
It wasn't? Tristan said there was. The side game on YouTube was led by Karen Rowe and Josh. Tristan, were they tied with 3? Declan played and got 2 right.
Nice.
Mullin, I think it's your son. Maybe.
I bet you it is.
And my mother played and she got 2, and Tristan got 1. So it's all.
I love that my son is competing against your mother.
Yeah. It's a game for the ages, as I said before. All right. So now we're ready for the elimination round. So what I'm going to ask is that Paul and Yuet, you turn off your cameras. So
Okay.
Facing Kate and Edgar. And the way this works is there's 5 clues. And Kate, you get to pick the topic because you came in third. There's going to be 5 clues, and it's for both of you. So when you know it, it's like a game of chicken. When you think you know it, you say, I know it, and then you answer. And if you get it right, then you move on to the next round. If you get it wrong, your opponent moves on to the next round. So Kate, what do you want to do? And lovely disembodied voice, what are the topics?
Well, John, for those who are audio only, the topics are animals, actors, musicians, and countries.
All right, thank you very much. Kate, which one are you going to
Animals. Animals.
Animals. All right. There's 5 clues, and they are in descending order of difficulty according to a scientific study that took years. Actually, according to me, what animal has 4 toes on its front 2 feet and 3 toes on its back feet, and was first bred as a food animal in South America over
I know it.
3,000. Kate, what is it?
Is it a sloth?
A sloth. That is an interesting answer, and it is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's what I would have guessed too.
Let me. So Kate, you're going to move on to the next round. Let me read a couple more clues because it's kind of interesting. It
okay.
was first bred as a food animal in South America over 3,000 years ago. It does not appear in the wild at all. Has been used in scientific research since the 1800s. Is not related to pigs, even though females are called sows and males are called boars, and is not from Guinea or New Guinea. Do you know what it is now?
Is it a pangolin?
No, it's a guinea pigs. Guinea pigs were made for eating. Guinea pigs are made for eating.
Oh my gosh.
Yummy, 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 yummy in my tummy. All right, Edgar, you're going on to the semifinal. Kate, don't go away because who knows what could happen. You could somehow win, even though you've been eliminated. There could be some kind of natural occurrence that who knows. If you could turn off your video, don't go away.
Okay.
And then we're going to be playing with Yuet, and Melissa are facing Edgar. So Yuet and Melissa, if you turn on your camera, are you there? Hello? Are you there, God? It's me, Melissa. Hello? Are you there, Yuet? Oh, Melissa's gone. She left alone. All right, Yuet, you get to pick from actors, musicians, or countries.
Wait, am I picking for me or am I picking for Edgar?
For both. There are going to be 5 clues, and if you know it, you say, I know it. If you get it wrong, then your opponent goes on to the final. If you get it right, then you go on to the final.
Rats.
What if you say I know it and you're right? Then you just go to the next one?
No, if you say I know it, then you go to the next. Yeah, you go to the final.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick countries.
Countries? Okay, countries. What country is the birthplace of Tommy Lee, the drummer of Motley Crue, and Prince Philip, the late husband of Queen Elizabeth II?
You know where Prince Philip was born?
And are you saying I know it? No. And Ariana Huffington, the founder of the Huffington Post, and Giannis Antetokounmpo of the NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks.
I know it.
Edgar, what is it?
Greece.
Greece is correct.
Antetokounmpo.
Thank you. I knew I should have practiced that.
That was the most magnificent NBA Finals. Oh my God, that guy's good. Anyway.
I missed it.
How does countries become sports? That's not fair.
How did countries become sports?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one sport.
It was royalty first.
I need
Yeah,
to
it was
talk.
Tommy Lee, Prince Philip.
I need to talk to the AI.
All right, we'll arrange something. So I'm sorry, Thelma and Louise, but you have been eliminated. Edgar is roaring back from 4th place. He's now in the final, and he's facing off against Paul. So Paul, there you are. So you had okay. Now we're all set. Now Paul, you get to pick from the remaining 2 topics.
Okay.
And this is a little bit different than the first 2 rounds, because in order to win this game, you have to get the answer correct. Okay.
Okay.
So if somebody says I know it and they get it wrong, your opponent gets the answer. If they get it wrong, then we move on to the remaining topic. And if you both get all of those wrong, I have some more topics in my back pocket, but I don't think it'll be necessary. But anyway, Paul, you pick between musicians and actors.
And it would make sense for me to pick the one that I think I know,
Yeah.
and not the one that I think Edgar knows.
Right. Yeah.
I think Edgar knows both of these pretty well, but I know Edgar knows music really well, so I'll go with actors.
Actors. Okay, fantastic. So again, I'm going to start reading clues. When you think you know it, say I know it.
Okay.
Who was one of 5 people nominated for the very first ever Best Actress Emmy Award in 1951? And met her third husband, Alan Ludden, when she was a contestant on his show Password. And was the first woman to win an Emmy.
I know it.
God damn it.
Edgar, what is it?
Betty White.
Betty White is correct.
Sorry, Paul.
No, I would have gotten it wrong. I was thinking Lucille Ball.
Yeah, that was actually my first thought, but I knew Alan Ludden was married to Betty White. So.
Yeah, and I didn't. I don't think Lucille got married after Ricky, right?
No, I think she.
I don't know. My daughter's just gotten heavily into I Love Lucy, so I've watched a bunch of them. Anyway,
Betty White started doing television in 1939. I know. She's been.
Wasn't there only one television set?
Yeah, it was. She was on an experimental television show just out of high school, and she sang and just stood in front of the camera and said hi for 4 hours, like for every day for a long time with some other people. So she's been in television for 8 decades. Her last role was the voice of a toy dog in the latest Toy Story, and the name of that toy dog was Toy Tiger, Bitey White. So that was the final clue. I just wanted to throw that out there. So it's not official yet. Let's bring everybody back. We don't know who won. The artificial intelligence is in consultation with the invisible judges and the lovely disembodied voice. They're trying to figure out who exactly won. Lovely disembodied voice. Do we know who won the game?
John, we know who won. Edgar Sargent, you're the winner because you know it. Yay!
So excited. All right, thanks so much for playing, you guys. I really appreciate it. It was a great game.
It was fun. Thank you.
Roaring back from 4th place.
He did. He roared back.
He had negative points, and now he's won. He got all the marbles. He's gonna be able to shout it from the rooftops. I'm sure he's gonna do that because it looks like it. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook if you're not already. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and go to youknowitthegame.com and buy yourself a copy of the game if you haven't already. Again, thank you all for your support. It's really lovely to see you. And thank you, lovely disembodied voice, and thank you, Tristan and Darren and everybody playing at home. Declan and Deborah and Josh List and everybody. Next week we have Abby Zilch is playing versus contestants who are so secret I don't even know who they are yet. It's gonna be very, very exciting. And what else is there to say? Lovely disembodied voice. Am I forgetting anything?
John, remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know and what you know that they don't know.
I know it.
Very, very wise. Anything else?
Say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.
Hit it, Tristan.
Bye. Great to see you all.
Here we go. You know it.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
You know it. You know it.
Okay, now you and I can never run for office because we are now on YouTube.
Hey!
John's always looking for